Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Ridgestead. Today got another sad video. Unfortunately, one of our chickens got eaten last night. Came out to do our morning chores with checking eggs and feeding the animals, and I noticed that there was a decent pile of feathers inside our run. And I decided to count them, and we're down one chicken. So ran around the property a little bit trying to see if I can find remains or anything like that, and I did find a good amount of feathers in a pile down in our kettle a bit. So for today, we're going to try to predator proof this new chicken run as much as possible. I was kind of just waiting for this to happen, honestly. I was trying to kind of get by with minimal security for this because it's covered by chicken wire and whatnot, but it just so happens that this door was open a little bit and the animal decided to tweak it a little bit, so it was able to sneak in through the bottom. So we're going to use some fencing, going to have to bury it in the ground a little bit, and I'm also going to cover it with some wood at the base so none of the bedding on the inside gets out and nothing can get in through the bottom on the outside. So we'll get started on this and we'll check back with you once the fencing's on. On. I used a whole bunch of hog rings, and I will show you what those look like. They look like these little silver clips. They're actually used for regular fencing where you can actually connect the tension cable on a regular chain link fence. It's just meant to crimp it all together and keep it from moving. So hopefully this just holds on to this chicken wire. I know it's all really overkill, but going to do my best at keeping these animals in and keeping predators out. So next I am going to take some 2x6s that I got and now board the whole entire bottom portion of this coop. That way we can keep all the bedding in, like I said before, and keep these animals out, along with pinning this fencing to the frame itself. Since it's not made out of wood, it is metal. And then we'll go on to the next step of pinning down all this fencing, and then at a later date, we will cover it all with, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do dirt and then plant some natural grasses around it, I think. All right, so we got the wood installed all the way around the bottom, and then I actually went in and used regular staples to staple the chicken wire all the way around to the frame itself. And I might have to go back through and use air tools, like an air stapler, and go all the way around, something that can really get into that wood. Some of this stuff might pop out after a while. I know I've noticed it on our chicken tractor. And then in every corner I use some pipe hangers that I got from one of the local hardware stores. It's about 1.5 inches, and they're just the little metal hangers that are pretty malleable. And then I formed them in each corner, so it brought the wood frame pretty tight. And then last, I am going to go around and use these little metal garden stake things that you use for weed barrier and whatnot, but I'm going to use them to staple the whole entire fencing to the ground for right now. So if anything tries to dig it up, it's going to have a little bit harder time until we figure out what we want to put down, if it's dirt, stone, or some planter boxes. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully this keeps the girls safe, because that really sucks, especially waking up and that's the first thing in the morning you have to deal with, and it becomes a project the whole entire day. That's about it. I'm going to finish this up, and we'll see you next time.